Hello everybody, welcome to Half the Human. This is Ghost. Over the last couple of years I've lost 200 pounds or over half my starting weight. Obligatory disclaimer that when it comes to your health and or any lifestyle changes you consider making, don't take the internet's word or some clown YouTube hosts for anything. The best place for advice on your personal needs is your doctor. Last week was part 1, things number 50 through 21, things that can happen or change as you lose weight. Next week, Sunday 7 a.m. is part 2, numbers 1 through 20. But in the meantime, this week, I wanted to do just an episode about loose skin. And a good place to start is I came across a Healthline article that kind of just goes over a little bit of it in general. And it pretty much says the skin is the largest organ on your body. The innermost layer of your skin consists of proteins, including collagen and elastin. Collagen makes up 80% of your skin structure, provides firmness and strength. Elastin provides elasticity and helps your skin stay tight. During weight gain, skin expands to make room for increased growth. Pregnancy is one example of this expansion, and when you have been overweight or heavy, that is another example. And when it's over an extended period of time, obviously that can cause some damage to the skin that results in some people suffering from a saggy, loose skin around parts of their body that had excessive amounts of fat there. And anybody who is overweight, who is or has been overweight, that is one of the biggest concerns with losing serious amounts of weight, is the potential for loose skin. I would wager that the majority of people who suffered with weight issues have some pretty deep concerns about it. And unfortunately, just like anything where people have major health concerns or aesthetic concerns in this age, there is a lot of bad information out there, a lot of people who make profit, get clicks, who spread bad information for their own personal gains to take advantage of these fears that people have, of these concerns. And so I just want to go over some general information that hopefully someone will find useful. And in regards to loose skin, there are some risk factors that seem to make it more likely that someone will encounter that issue, face that issue as they lose weight, such as the length of time. The longer someone has been overweight or obese, the looser their skin will be after weight loss. The amount of weight lost, basically the more the skin had to stretch, the less able it is to recover. Age, the older you are, the less collagen your skin has. Genetics, genes play a role in everything. Sun exposure, chronic sun exposure has been shown to reduce skin's collagen and elastin production. And smoking, which smoking isn't good for anything, so that is, of course, happens to be one of the risk factors for it. So then comes to mind that what can I do to help potentially prevent that if I need to lose any amount of weight? And I want to stress that there is nothing proven to prevent loose skin, to guarantee that you will not have any if you have to lose weight at all. But if it's something that you are concerned about, there are some things that some sources say may help, and if you want to take time and or spend money to do that, you can. But again, there is a lot of snake oil salesmen out there who will try to use that fear to make money. But there are some general guidelines, such as consuming protein. Adequate protein is vital for healthy skin. The amino acids lysine and proline, I hope I didn't butcher those, play a direct role in collagen production. Vitamin C is needed for collagen synthesis and also helps protect skin from sun damage. Losing weight at a slower pace, which in theory gives skin more time to bounce back and is less, stressful on it when it is able to shrink at a slower pace. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish may help increase skin elasticity and have anti-aging effects. Staying well hydrated may improve the skin's appearance, which is drinking plenty of water. And if you want to use lotion on any potential problem areas. So as you may have gleaned from this list, just in general, things that keep anybody's skin healthy are things that might potentially have some type of impact on that. And I will say that me personally, in my abdominal area, which is where a lot of people tend to naturally store fat, I do have a little bit. So it seems to be the most specifically noticeable when I'm leaning forward, or if I'm sitting at a weird angle, or if I get in a push-up position. Plank position definitely hangs at an not super flattering, in a super not flattering way. It is something that in a perfect world I would rather not have, but at the end of the day it all really boils down to one simple equation, is that if, let's just say, you have an extra 50 pounds on you, the skin had to accommodate that. So regardless, in both scenarios, you have the extra skin. It's just in one of them you don't have the excess fat inside the skin. And I think that if you step back and think about things objectively, pretty much most of the population would take the skin without the fat, because again, you have the skin either way. It's just in one scenario the fat is gone, and then the other one there is a surplus of it. And if you are overweight or obese, that is something that is very noticeable in most situations, whereas the excess skin is something that is noticeable in a fraction of those. So it is really something that is natural to be concerned about, but it really isn't worth that much thought. And so I would ask you, is that a genuine reason why preventing you from losing weight? Or is that an excuse that you're making to yourself because you're not ready or you don't quite want to yet? Because I would urge you, I would almost beg you, I would plead with you that it truly is not that big of a deal, being the health benefits, the physical benefits, all the benefits that come with it vastly outweigh that negative of the extra skin. But for some people with more significant amounts of it, there are some potential health issues that come with it, such as different rashes, infections. There can be some discomfort. And then in full disclosure and just being completely honest from all sides of from all perspectives of the issue is why I'm mentioning this. But the potential issues that come with it, one, can be remedied by surgery, but that can be a potentially costly option. But the primary reason is the health benefits that tend to result from the healthy and sustainable lifestyle changes that resulted in you reaching a healthy weight are just so incredibly outweigh the potential negatives of the loose skin, again, that I would plead with you to not let that be a major concern and to not let that prevent you from making those healthy changes. And like I said, I do completely understand that we all have our hopes and our what we really desire our body to look like when we get to a certain point, and dieting, exercise, these lifestyle changes take up our thoughts more than maybe the average person might. So perhaps that, since it takes up more of that, it leads to potential unrealistic expectations of what will be at the end of the rainbow, so to speak, and that, along with social media and movies and the entertainment industry, all just pumping out BS of what the real human body looks like, can lead to unrealistic expectations that can get people really down and distressed about what they look like at the end of their journeys. And it's not just weight loss. There are pretty much every human being on the planet has insecurities and parts of their bodies that they wish were different. So ultimately, again, that kind of leads to the bottom line: have realistic expectations. So don't let a little bit of saggy skin prevent you from objectively getting to a more healthy and improved place. Thank you for tuning in again this week. I drop new episodes every Sunday at 7. Make sure to check out next Sunday's episode, part 2, on the top 50 things that change as you lose weight, numbers 1 through 20. Subscribe to the channel. Your subscriptions, likes, and comments mean a lot to me and are very important. We can grow this thing, but I can't do it without you. This is Ghost, and I will catch you on the flip side.